Guys, my name is Oshun the Great, and welcome to my beautiful channel. Please forgive the background, but I'm trying to get you guys these videos right now. You wouldn't fathom how many haters I have on a daily basis. Fucking God. But so yeah, this video is about sex work again, but I just put sex work. It's kind of like in that realm, I guess, and you guys really dig the last video, so I guess I'm gonna rest my mind on this topic now. Homewreckers and sluts and whores and all these kind of things. Obviously, you guys know that I am pro sex workers. If you don't by now you know. But yeah, the reason why I am so pro sex workers is because I understand that they are the most unprotected in our society. And it kind of blows my mind that people can understand the concept of discrimination against gays. But they don't understand the discrimination against sex workers or people of color or black people. It fucking blows my mind. It's like you can't be either or. You have to understand the whole pie to me. But I guess if you don't if you don't want to understand, you just won't. But yeah, for me, what did I name this? Homewreckers and sluts and whores, stuff like that. Okay, growing up, my mother has always taught me to hate the strippers, hate whores, hate people who were comfortable in their sexuality, basically hate the people who were basically deemed like temptation to men. And honestly, this concept never resonated with me because I never understood why all the blame was taken off the men. Because even to this day, you'll get women who will be called homewreckers in an instant, sluts in an instance, but we never acknowledge that there's men who dwell in the same realm. They're taking part in the same realm. For instance, you have the men who buy the services, but yet they're not being shamed upon buying the services, but yet the women are being shamed for being comfortable in their sexuality, or so forth. Yeah, and then people I feel like it's sheer jealousy in these certain situations because people want these certain types of freedom, want to stand out like this, but for some reason they don't want to own it in themselves, or they feel like they can't. So yeah, it's just a big issue in our society that we're very closed-minded when it comes to these realms of things. Like prostitution has been the oldest trade in the book, in the Bible. Fucking like it's nothing new, but yet people think that sex in general is this taboo thing. Sex is the most natural thing. Nudity is the most natural thing, and people don't understand that fucking woman's body, we're over sexualized, especially in a society such as America, where women can't even show skin without thinking that she's a whore or a scarlet or whatever the fuck, when human beings, our natural state of being is just pure beauty. You know, there's no way that God has made our bodies to be sinful. For me, it is an art form. So it just blows my mind. You guys, sorry, phone call. But it just blows my mind that, you know, all these people are trying to make it seem like sex workers are sinful or in the wrong, when really there's a reason. You know, that the fact that realm exists means that it's needed that the men even taking part in these kind of realms find some kind of satisfaction or joy within it. It works for them. But I think the men who can't keep up, or the men who feel like they don't have all the money in the world to just get any girl, or I can understand why they would get frustrated or angry, but instead of taking it out on them, why not try to find you a woman who likes you for you, or likes you for not having money, which there are. Not all women want, you know, to be in this trade, or want to sugar daddies, or want providers, things like that. But why go out your way and try to make these women feel lesser than? Obviously, you think that they're unworthy, leave it at that. But it's like you go, you know, 10 miles out your way to make sure that you let them know that they're not worthy. Like, how does that work? It's like you're wasting your time and energy on something that could be put towards some greater cause. But I don't know. I never fathomed that. And actually, it's funny because I guess my ex and his family calls themselves trying to call me a homewrecker because I had a friend who was married and I talked to them. But never once did I try to get at this man, because it's against my morals to try to sleep or be with someone who's married, because I know that karma, when it comes around to me, when it's time for me to get married, that's a whole nother thing. But it's the double standards of all this stuff, because this same ex has married friends that he speaks to. This same person, everyone has married friends. It's just how much pressure and stigma that women are put under on a daily basis. That's such a double standard that all the blame is taken off men. Men are the reason why half the things that exist. It's the reason why women are over sexualized. The reason why women can capitalize off our beauty. And for some reason people forget or don't realize that we live in this patriarchy kind of society. The reason why women wear makeup and get dressed every day, the reason why women have all these standards of how to attract a man, this is set up in place by a man. And honestly, if women were more comfortable in themselves to understand that, I don't need, my existence isn't based around a man or what a man wants, and that's a whole nother story. But because we live in this society, we all play these roles, we all take this part, and we need to understand, the larger picture a lot of times. But I don't know, I always didn't understand why. I think it's detrimental to slut shame, no matter what, how women carry themselves. Because for me, if you're treating only some women good, and the ones who are deemed less worthy, how they dress, how they act, who they sleep with, if they get paid for money, if they strip, you're allowing yourself to say, oh, it's good to treat the modest women or the women who respect themselves more because they wear more clothes. You're saying, oh, I can treat them good, but then I can treat these other women bad. It's like, that's a split there. That you can't be a good person and a bad person at the same time. Either, that's either your true colors or you faking it. So it's like, you have to decide, am I going to treat all women good or just some good? And that's your choice. But don't play in the realm like, oh, I respect all women, when you don't respect trans women, you don't respect black women, you don't respect Spanish, Latina, Filipino, Asian, or you only accept some of that, the exotic ones. Like, you can't just be picking and choosing. You gotta be down with the whole team or out. So like, if you ultimately, some of these people hate women, whether they realize it or not, because you don't fuck with the whores. You don't fuck with Jesus. Fuck with the whores. That's what blows my mind, is that Jesus would teach it. All these people who stand for equality, they don't accept certain people. I'm more so about, obviously that's the end goal. I'm more so about healing within our communities and then working up to that. But yeah, the people who claim equality don't even claim everyone. So that blows my mind. And I'm just saying, Jesus fucked with the whores, and Jesus knew that you treat everyone as you want to be treated, because you knew that they can reach that Christ consciousness, that they could enlighten the next person. They themselves could become conscious. And then not only that, I feel like God created all of us to be individuals, to express our sexual expression, to express ourselves exactly how we want it. The reason why we have free will. I feel like God is never really judging man, because obviously, I'm just gonna say he, but she understands, or the you, divine, and I, that understands, because that is the creator. God knows that he or she created. It's nothing mysterious in that nature. And honestly, I feel like everyone should enjoy their life and their process, and not feel like they're unworthy, that they're lesser than, because no life is better than the next. And like J. Cole always says, this man is a fucking prophet, I swear. There's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. Even if you're homeless, your life still matters. Black, your life matters. Woman, whore, your life matters. Like, don't let these people tell you otherwise, man. Like, love yourself regardless. Like, stripping, love yourself up there. Love what you do. Escorting, love what you do. Prostituting, love what you do. Hell yeah, prostituting, love what you do. If you love it. Obviously, if you don't love it, if it's dangerous to you, or if you don't feel like a lifestyle fits you, obviously you want to get out of it. But if it's something that you enjoy, or you feel like, yes, this is my work, because sex work is work, and live your life. You make your money from regardless of if you have a 9 to 5, you make your money, what is it called, you make your living, your hard-earned living anyway. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because that is living. Again, there's men who benefit from this. Just because you can't benefit from this doesn't mean, you know, you don't have to take part in these niches in society. But you are worthy. Young black kids, you are worthy. You know, all the underdogs, you're worthy. Because you are the ones who change the world, who spark these minds, the innovators, the creators. You know, even though it's scary, especially to live in America, in these circumstances, to be yourself, because you don't know if you're going to get killed. You still want to be courageous enough to be yourself anyway, because the little time that we all have on this earth, we make a difference by just existing, by who we talk to, by just being ourselves. You never know the impact you have on someone. I just had a fucking Lyft driver the other day, and I told him my viewpoint on how, you know, fathers should teach young girls how men play women, because it simply would save them a lot of despair and a lot of heartache and a lot of, oh, their daughter running to them crying, you know, like this man did this or that. Like, we really got to just be ourselves, speak our mind, love our skin we're in, and that's whoever you are. But especially if you're an underdog and you know that you're an underdog, and you know, enjoy your existence. But yeah, be dope, be unapologetically. Peace.